Not working. Can you guys hear us now?
Hello.
Marco.
Pollo.
Marco.
Pollo. I don't know. So many people. Oh,
All right.
yay. Okay, good.
I'm sorry for this, guys. Just do sign language. I wish.
I wish I had that skill. I
Yeah.
know like some, but not a lot. I know like thank you. No, it's thank you.
Yeah. The other thing you did, I think, is
It's fuck
insulting.
you. Oops.
Fudge you.
Fudge you. I didn't say anything.
I know. This is sorry. Thanks to the bear. Sorry about that, guys. Our mics, even though we set them up ahead of time, love to turn off.
Yes.
So we had them queued up like 5 minutes before we were ready to go, and I guess they just went into standby.
That's fine.
Yeah.
No one needed to hear me complain about the cold for like 3 minutes. It's fine.
Yeah, just classic Midwesterner complaining, like, oh gosh, it's cold out there, eh?
I got like I am slightly sad about the weather. It is not fun here.
Yeah.
It's getting warmer. It was 18 degrees today, so it's
Ooh.
almost short weather.
Silver lining for frigid times. Well, thank you so much for joining us on our bonded blind battle live.
Bonding over bourbon bonded battle.
Say that 5 times fast.
Everyone say it at home.
Yeah. Everyone say it and tell us how you do.
We're all doing great.
All right.
I'm surprised I didn't stumble over that. I'm very proud of myself.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you.
Let's see who we have so far. We have Mauricio.
Hello.
Thanks for jumping from live to live. Appreciate you. We got Russ. What's up, Russ?
Hi, Russ.
Always happy to see you. We got Night Method.
Hello.
We got Andrew. Thanks for joining us.
With a burger. I think it's a burger on a grill, but it also looks like a burger that's on like a spaceship.
Burger ship.
We
got Matt B and the volume fixed.
Oh, good.
We got Renee. Welcome in. There we go. It finally caught on. And everyone else jumping in. Appreciate you all. Let us know in the chat what you guys are drinking tonight. We're starting up with something light and something easy, something a little lower proof as we work our way up.
Bam. We've been seeing this more and more in Illinois. It comes and goes.
Yeah.
But
they must have found like some old cases somewhere and just started offloading them, because last year we only saw like 2 places that had it.
Yeah.
And now we know of at least like 3 or 4 that have it.
Yeah. For those who don't know, it's the Jack Daniels. I know it's kind of hard to see on screen. Jack Daniels Old Number 7, and this is their Legacy edition. It's not numbered.
I think number 1, if I remember correctly.
Number 1. It also says distilled from select grains in cave water, which all of them are, but it's fine.
All I heard today was all about the weather. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We won't talk about the weather.
But if you really think about it, when people are too afraid to go outside because the conditions kind of suck, what other experiences are to share with people?
Well, that's also like just work lingo too. Like you're starting a meeting, they're like, oh gosh, it's cold today. Where are you located, buddy?
Tony, happy to see you in here.
Hey, Tony. You don't call your coworkers buddy?
No, I go, sup, bro. Or I tap into my British family roots and I go, sup, bruv. So it's not quite that cold anymore, although I think it hit -7 2 days ago.
Man. Yeah, it was bad. I took the dog out and even she didn't want to be out, which is crazy.
Yeah, she loves cold weather.
I know.
What up, Joseph? Happy to see you.
Joseph.
Sipping on 1792 bottled and bond. Sick. Thank you for joining in on the bonded theme. What else we got? Ooh, which barrel number?
I do love those.
There's one that we absolutely love, but we can never find it. I'm pretty sure it's just gone at this point. It's probably one of the best single barrels that we've had from Denny's.
Don't we have a backup of it somewhere? Oh, we drank through it.
Yeah, like a year ago.
I thought we had a backup of it. No. Yeah, some of the single barrel picks are so freaking good.
Wild Turkey 70th, great call.
Yeah.
There was just a huge drop of that
In
in
Illinois.
Libertyville, Illinois today.
And I saw it at the Jewels.
Yeah.
too.
They said limit 6, which is crazy.
Oh no, stop me from buying all 6.
Yeah, right. Just give me a half case. That's fine. Stag 24A, love it. Our favorite stag of the year so far.
It's so good.
Well, 24D isn't out yet.
Well, it is in some places, but
Yeah.
we haven't seen it.
Yeah, not in Illinois yet.
I also wonder like what happened with Buffalo Trace, why they have a D version. Like, are they doing quarterly releases now when before it was like
Well,
every
definitely not, because they released like 2 in a single quarter. They released them like 3 months apart, but like just barely under the 3-month mark.
like Lululemon. Why am I talking to men about this? But
Guys, tell us about your yoga pants preferences.
They also have men's wear as well.
Rank them in order of which one gives you the least wedgie.
But on the Lululemon website, every Thursday they drop items that are like severely discounted, and they call it "We messed up" or something like that, or "We made too many" is what it's called. But that kind of reminds me of Stag. Like, we made too many, so like here you go. See, Joseph likes Lululemon. It's not just me.
Is that small batch or single barrel, Tim? Let us know what you're drinking. Cheers from the area. Welcome, Travis.
No, from Chicago.
Oh, Kat could tell you all about this.
Yeah.
Every winter, she says that her hands crack.
This year they haven't. I've been
Yeah.
putting what is that called? Workers' hands. What's wrong with me?
Yep. The stuff that mechanics use.
Yeah,
a lot.
it really does work. My hands haven't cracked once this year.
Lululemon.
Cheers, Joseph. Thank you.
All right. Let us know your ranking. Let us know your tier system on.
Obviously,
on
it's
yoga
the
pants.
belt bag first, and anything you buy from Lululemon, you can return like years later, and they'll give you money back. It's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. It also probably doesn't hurt that their cost of production is like 40 cents.
And it's a cult as well.
Well, we don't have time to put tinfoil hats on today, but we will drink the Kool-Aid tonight.
This one, by the way, smells so good.
Yeah.
I love this.
Happy to see you, Mary. Thanks
Hi,
for joining
Mary.
us. Let's not complain about too much tater juice. Oh no. It reminds me of the the Mark Twain quote that says too much good whiskey is barely enough. When your limit is 6, I don't know if that still applies.
But like, think about allocation. Like, even when you get, I don't know, 2 allocated bottles, you're always like, but I didn't get this other one.
But they're different bottles versus like
cares?
6 of one. Only 3 likes. There we go. Thanks, Lou. Always having our back. Come on, guys,
you.
get those likes up. Show the algorithm that we make fun stuff.
Yeah, that you like us, and we're here for good times.
What's in the blind today? Might join you if you have any of these bottles.
Should we bring them out?
We were gonna leave it a surprise to the end, but let us know in the chat while we're still doing this warm-up pour. If you want us to show you what the flight is gonna be, we'll do it. But otherwise, we were planning on just doing a reveal right at the end. 1915, hell yeah.
Nice.
Make the Franken blend. We still need to do that. We haven't tried it yet.
We don't have a 1924 though.
Jason is, no, it's 1920 and 1910.
Oh, sorry. I couldn't math in my head for some.
Aren't you supposed to be the math person on this channel?
I am the math person, but today I am the sad person.
And I'm the person that can't read, and here I am reading the comments.
No, you can read. I can't read.
No, you're stealing my bit now.
Oh yeah, I forgot you.
Oh, sorry, we already did that one. My last bottle of Peerless Double Oak Rye Single Barrel. Sad day, Harry.
That is sad.
Also, hi, welcome.
Hi, Harry. I think we finished your bottle that you gave us.
We still have a little bit
we have
of
a
it.
teeny tiny pour.
Then, was this a Jewel 6-pack buy? No, maybe. Possibly. They do 6-pack discounts. I don't know if they would do it for that.
I did see it for a Booker's when I went in there the other day.
Must not be moving.
It was it wasn't a Yeah, it was a Jimmy's batch. And they were like, if you buy 6 of these, it was like $50 off.
What?
I
Total?
know. Total.
Ah, that's not that good of a deal.
But then, I mean,
But what was the shelf price for it?
I don't know. I should have taken a photo.
Ah.
I was on a mission.
The mission wasn't making content.
Yeah, the mission was I had to pee.
Wait until the end? Yeah, but that's what I'm thinking. Nobody else has said otherwise, so we're probably just going to wait until the end. But Maurice, I'll do you a small favor. I will step to the side so you can see the set, and if there's anything that you remember being on our shelves that is currently missing, then you could maybe
That's not fair
figure
because
out
a
what
lot
we're
of
doing.
them were at the bottom.
No, one of them was at the bottom. There are a couple that are missing from there. Buy 6 can be mix and match. Yep. The one that was buy 6 or sorry, limit of 6 was at Gold Eagle in Libertyville. They're nuts. They're probably
They
all
are.
gone now.
Yeah, instantly.
All right. So today's been a busy day. I'm currently working on
Oh,
creating a trophy.
I kind of want to show them
No, we don't want to show.
the proto.
No,
It's so cute.
not
I just
yet.
want to like just imagine the cutest trophy you could ever get as a whiskey lover, and this is it.
Yeah. It is. As a quick aside, that is definitely one of them. That is the only freebie I'll give you. That is the one that is not normally up on these shelves. So that is your one freebie.
I do leave Easter eggs in the thumbnails.
Yeah, usually. So today was a process of learning how to do airbrushing because we have
No.
created a trophy for our new segment that we're going to be doing a couple of times a year.
Hey, Sam.
This guy knows what I'm talking about. he's all ears. This is one of my good buddies who's helping me put together this award. It's honestly pretty awesome, or at least we think it's awesome. It's cool looking. It's kind of adorable. It looks a little stupid at the same time, and it's also got like some nice heftiness to it. So we are going to be giving away what we call the Golden Tater Award, and it's for whoever gets, what do we say? It's whoever gets above a perfect score.
I think perfect score and above.
Yeah. So we're gonna come up with a runner-up trophy, a perfect score trophy. I think the name we're kind of workshopping is like Spudding Tater and Tater Award.
The Golden Tater Award.
Yeah, Golden Tater Award. So whoever wins our like bourbon hunting challenge, we're trying to do 4 this year, and then maybe if they go well, we'll do more as time goes on. But the reward is pretty sweet. It's going to be a nice like mantelpiece?
Yeah.
Like cabinet.
You'll want to showcase it in your whiskey cabinet.
Yeah.
I mean, I have it sitting outside, and I'm like every day. I'm like, hi.
It's also going to be personalized, so it'll have. We're debating on whether or not to put our channel's name on it or your name on it, but it'll definitely say Tater Award. So we might either be able to give you one on the spot, or we might show it to you, give it to you, take it back, and put a plaque on it with your name.
Or send you the plaque.
Yeah.
You glued on. I don't know. I'm just kidding.
No.
You do the work.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do all of that. But yeah, so it was an interesting day figuring out how airbrush paint works. Very fun challenges with this, but always a learning experience on this channel. We're super excited to start doing these. It's going to be a fun time. We're basically going to give you a budget, and then we're going to follow you filming.
Yeah. You'll be paired up with one of us the whole time.
And then you're basically trying to shop for the other team's approval. So it's going to be pretty interesting. We're going to give you some unique qualifiers for like what you have to do. The first one that we want to do is like a specific age statement, like the most stated years on a bottle that you can find under $100, and it can't be Scotch, which is a pretty fun challenge. And a lot of bonus points and some negative points
Yeah.
that you will just kind of learn as you go.
Yeah, we're not telling you.
Yeah, so we're making it a nice surprise and an incentive to basically being a good bourbon hunter. So if you don't already have that skill set, it'll help you kind of think about different ways to essentially cheat the allocation system. And if you already have that skill set, it will give you a little bit of an advantage, but the negative points might knock you back a little bit. So we want to make it nice and fun and surprising. And if you're interested in joining us on one of these, feel free to reach out to us via email. It's bondingoverbourbonpodcast@gmail.com. We're going to start a little more simple with just a couple of our channel members and Patreon members in the beginning. And then after that, if more people want to do it, we might make it a group thing. We might make it like team versus team, like multiple people versus another group of multiple people. So it'll be fun.
I've already called Neat Sipper. He's mine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to pick Daniel.
Oh, all right. Is it going to be the two of them against each other? Pitted?
Well, technically, it's me versus you with them doing it.
That's true.
So we provide the budget. We give you the money. That's why you have to make the other team happy, because at the end of the day, we're kind of on the line for it. So if you get us something that we don't like, it might not get you any points.
Yeah, it might be like, this is trash, and then I throw it on the ground.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I would totally do that.
Like, I got you, still Austin. I'd be like, this is 4 years. I gave you $100.
But also, it's a really good bottle.
Yeah, it is. Well, depending on which one it is. Some are definitely better than others.
Yeah, I mean, that's how every brand works. But yeah. I hear you.
So again, we're working on making a official intro video for that. We kind of wanted to do it this week, but just so many other things got in the way.
Yeah.
I think maybe next week that'll come out. We're filming that Saturday. Soon. Yeah, Saturday or Sunday. Very, very soon. We promise. Yeah. Finally put that long-awaited benchmark video out. I know. I feel like it was fine. It was our first blind, other than doing like lives and stuff. So. Yeah. We don't really put our blinds out there except for our Patreon and like our YouTube channel members. I got some like weird tasting notes from it. Mm-hmm. It's always weird trying it blind because you really do taste it different. Yeah. Than like seeing the actual label, having it next to you and knowing what it is. Well, speaking of seeing and having it next to you, do you want to start pulling up some glasses? Yeah. And we'll put this one back here. So we learned a lesson from our last blind, and we have full blackout glasses. These are like this? Yeah, so they're all in pairs, and then once you put them up, they're just going to be mixed and shuffled around. So I did the pours, Kat's picking them randomly, and then after that, do you want to shuffle them or should I shuffle them? We mirror. I almost dropped it. We mirror each other? Yeah. Okay. So you just have to move them two at a time. Like one from each. Oh, row. I meant like you do it while I do it. Oh, okay. Sure. All right. Next move. This is the game of chess. Oh, you're doing it for me. Okay. Oh. All right. One more move. And then let's go for it. Okay. Checkmate. King mate. All right. So let's do bottom is D, which will be on the right. Bottom is D. Okay. And C. To make it not confusing, we're picking our lefts and our rights. I know this is probably going to be mirrored on your screen, but this is going to be A, B, C, D. Lefts and rights are already hard for me, but when you're like left and I'm like, but this is right. Yeah, if we haven't already made it abundantly clear, both of us are neurodivergent. What?
I am so neurotypical. How
Yeah.
dare you?
I first realized in the beginning of our relationship that Kat had just like a little bit of dyslexia when I'd say left and she would turn right. So we try to go by our actual standings, like our actual lefts, instead of mirroring, because then there's a double mirror and then
Yeah, that's
everything's
confusing.
messed up.
That's just
So
confusing.
so again, full blackout glasses. These have been poured for about 45 minutes, something like that. So there should be no ethanol on the nose, nothing to give it away immediately, regardless of how young or how old it is. 1 ounce pours, it had to be bonded. There's nothing from the same distillery in here. So they're all completely different. And it's been quite some time since we've had a few of these.
Yeah, it has been. I want water.
Yeah, that's a good call.
I do have a weird commentary before we start
Oh, boy.
about like the black glasses. You ever go to someone's house and they have like a black toilet?
No,
Never once.
no.
It's happened to me a few times. And every time I go in like into their bathroom, I'm like, this just isn't right. It's not right. And
Yeah.
this is how I feel about these glasses. It's just, I don't know.
The way that they're built, when you look inside of the glass, it definitely looks like there's like a second layer in it. It gives like almost like a geode type of
Mhm.
like layering to it, which is a little off-putting.
Hmm.
But I've never seen a black toilet in somebody's house before. Why are you going on the right? You start on the left and go to the right. A, B, C, D.
I hope these are in the right order. Never seen a black toilet. I've seen so many. Look it up. It's weird.
It's very weird.
Does someone in the comment have a black toilet in their house? I went into someone's bathroom and it was all like black. The walls were black, the floors were black, toilet was black, the sink was black, and I was just like,
Is this person a goth?
no. It
All
was
right.
just like a very artsy person. And they're like, this is
So goth.
no, not goth. And I was like, how do you put on your makeup? And they're like, not in here. I'm like,
Yep.
okay.
Very bachelor 80s. All you need is a popped collar and a pocket full of funny powder. And tab. A fridge full of tab.
I already forgot what's on the lineup.
Perfect.
This one has a little cherry.
Yeah, I definitely get like red fruits, like cherry or like a light type of berry on it.
I get like cherry vanilla.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Like if you had it a Pepsi without the actual Pepsi, it was just cherry vanilla flavoring.
You know what I'm gonna say right now?
What?
What I've been saying for a while, like the last month. I smell Play-Doh.
Why do you keep smelling Play-Doh?
I don't know.
I think you need to clean out your nose.
Wow.
Like you need to like do a deep dive with like the sinus thing.
Yeah, get in there.
Okay.
Come on. See what we do for love?
Yeah. There's not much on the nose.
No.
A little ethanol, but I'm sure before it was poured, it was a lot more. Or sorry, but before the 40 minutes, ignore me. Don't listen to me. Turn off my mic.
You guys heard. Yeah, there's not a lot going on. If I had to guess, I would say this is probably weeded.
It does smell like it's 100 proof, though.
Wow.
Sometimes you smell things and it just doesn't hit the 100 mark, you know?
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, I'm tasting it. I wasn't expecting that to be cold.
Why is yours cold?
I don't know. Probably, but it was by the window.
Ours came from the same area.
I don't know. I'm telling you, we probably don't have the same glass. Hold on. No, they're the same.
Yeah, how else could I agree with your notes?
I want to look at the bottom.
Oh,
I feel
boy.
like I messed up.
Oh, boy. Well, I guess we'll find out at the end where I'm like, how are you getting fig on this when I'm getting chocolate?
Oh, no.
There's a little bit of mouth burn.
A little.
Not on the back of the throat, not on the finishing, but definitely on the initial sip.
It lingers for a second. I get more wild cherry
Yeah,
on the palate.
absolutely.
Hmm. What does your heart tell you instantly?
All signs point to yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
Mine says try again.
Later. That's the whole saying. Try again later.
Try again later.
I'm actually kind of glad that we have these glasses because sometimes color alone is just a dead
Oh,
giveaway.
yeah, for sure.
We fought buying these for so long because we just don't love the way that they look.
I know. I don't love them, but they're efficient. They're very utilitarian, you know?
Yeah. We did kind of joke about getting the glasses that we saw Bruzel has. He has like colored Glencairns.
I don't even know where he got those.
I know, right? It was like a rainbow pack. He had like a blue one, a green one, a yellow one, and there was like one other color. I
Can
can't
you
remember.
put links into Google Chat? If anyone knows where those are.
You mean YouTube chat?
YouTube Chat. What did I say?
Google chat.
Google
I guess it's all the same.
Yeah, it's owned by Google. I'm right.
On a technicality, you are right.
Google Chat. Well, there is a Google Chat. Never mind.
Very
On
good.
Gmail. Hey, I had to stop myself from doing that to a client today. If anyone watches Dr. Phil live, it's comedian Adam Ray, and he dresses up like Dr. Phil and just has like this crazy comedy show. It's
Very
so
good.
good. It's so good.
Yeah.
And so he has all like the Dr. Phil catchphrases
But some of them are also like really dark.
and sassy, very sassy. So one of them is very good. And and I just had a client that it just was not clicking for them. No matter what I was saying, I just felt like I was repeating myself like 6 different times. And then finally they're like, "Oh, do you mean this and that?" And I was like, yes, that is correct.
Yeah, because of her background in comedy, like just always riffing, we're constantly just like making jokes in the apartment, and sometimes we'll like just repeat some of the stuff we hear because a splash of the tism.
Parroting. It's also an
Yeah.
ADHD thing to
Yeah.
parrot.
For sure. But like I accidentally did it at work the other day. And one of my coworkers was saying something to me.
Oh no.
And anytime we're both like kind of stumbling through stories, we'll just go like, does this story get better? And I immediately was like, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Like the jokes I do at home are bleeding through. Allow me to give you context. I really don't mean that. I appreciate working with you. I'm so sorry I'm this way.
I know it's really not us trying to be like mean.
It's just funny.
It's just funny, and like I really do have to tone it down
Yeah.
most of the time, and I'm pretty good at doing it.
Speaking of toning it down, do you get anything in this glass?
Oh, that smells weird.
Yeah, it's funky. It smells like wet hay.
What? Hey, kind of. It smells wet. Wet?
No, we're not doing another bit right now.
Yeah, a little wet hay.
Is that with 2 eyes at the end of it?
Hey. Hey.
I believe that's when an esque comes into play. Wet hay-esque.
Oh, it's weird.
Yeah, very weird. You know what I smell?
Gasoline?
Play-Doh.
I get gasoline a little.
No, I don't actually get Play-Doh, but it is weird. Clay, maybe?
Clay.
This is very mineral driven, whatever this is.
That's really weird.
I think I get like the lightest bit of caramel
It's hard because it's toned by like
sitting out for so long.
it smells so familiar but so weird.
Good thing you don't remember what's in the flight.
Well, I can see it.
Wow, this is great. You hear that? She's admitting that she's cheating.
I'm not cheating, I'm just reminding myself because
What's
you
the
remember.
I'm purposely trying to forget what's in these glasses.
It smells very savory, but like not salty. It smells like mechanical.
Doing blinds are difficult, and these dark glasses do make it harder because
Yeah.
if you can see the color of something, if you recognize something in your collection that is like super dark, immediately skews your perception of it. But I like the idea of doing this. We should definitely tell them the story about the bottle share that we went to when you played a goof on me.
Oh, yeah. Can I give you my weird smelling note though?
I'm holding my breath.
It smells like herbs, but not like cilantro.
Yeah.
But like parsley,
Like garden herbs.
Yeah, garden herbs.
I
Yeah,
would agree with that. I get
and
like
tomato. Why does it smell like tomato?
I don't really get tomato, but I do get like an herb box. I get like fresh oregano, not dried.
Yeah,
Um,
oregano.
yes, oregano. So we went to a bottle shop. Well, let's take a sip first, and we'll tell the story.
Fine. It tastes sweeter than it smells.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it still has the hay.
Yeah, sweet, grassy for sure.
Yeah.
There's something to the sweetness I can't put my finger on. Maybe it's like a little bit of toffee.
It kind of tastes more cane sugary to me, like a simple syrup or like a demerara.
See, I've had a lot of Demerara in my life. It doesn't taste like that to me.
Well, I'm gonna go get demerara. Squirt it in your mouth. See what you say.
Goodbye. All right, so we'll revisit this pour in a second. But we went to a bottle share and people were like, give me a blind pour, give me a blind pour. And I was like, yeah, you know what? Give me two. Give me two pours and I'll try to see if I can figure out what they are. And they were both unlabeled glasses. The only difference was one had like an etching on it. And I smelled them both and they were both very different on the nose. And then I tried them and I was like, okay, these are pretty different. Very unique flavor for each one of these. I was like, what? I don't know. I'm out of guesses. What is it?
Like,
And
I'm just well, you ask a few questions.
Yeah.
You're like, is this from the same like distillery? And I'm just smiling in the corner, like,
it's like, yeah,
maybe.
are these around the same price point? Or I was like, are these the same price point? They're like, around. And like basically
It's very close.
giving me false flags when they were both the Willet 8-year black bottle, but they both had incredibly different smells on the nose. And like I felt like I was losing it, where I was like, what the hell? These smell completely different. And like you and Jacob were both like, ah ha ha. And I was like, no, smell it. And then you smell both of them and you're like, no, those do smell different. Like, what the hell? I was like, clean glasses, fresh pours, just handed
Clean.
directly
We don't
to
know.
me.
We don't know if they're like really clean though.
That's true. You never know at these kind of parties.
Yeah.
But
Or like someone just swirls it in water. And
Yeah.
You're like, clean.
but I like thought I was losing it for a minute.
It
And
was
then
pretty good.
and then as soon as you smelled it, you validated me. And the other dude, Jacob, smelled it too. And he was like, no, those do smell different. I was like, okay, I'm not crazy. So this makes it way more challenging than even that.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, just the color alone, you look in here and you're like, this is water. But you drink it and you're like, this is spicy water.
Yeah. Some of these are spicy water. Person 29, welcome in.
Hello. Did you try all your samples?
Yeah, let us know what you've cracked open already.
This
So-
one gives me a slight burn. Like it has a little rye in it. I get it right here.
See, after tasting the first one, I said that one had rye spice. This one, I'm saying this is probably more likely to be wheated because I get most of the finish like on the back end. There's a little bit of ethanol vapor on the tongue that isn't like pinpricks. It feels like actual heat.
Yeah.
And I know that's not from proof, so it
No.
leads me to believe it might be wheated. It's kind of throwing me for a loop.
I have a guess.
No guessing.
Well,
Somebody
can-
yelled at us in the comments from our benchmark video. It was like, you shouldn't be guessing.
Yeah, I told you that during it, and you're like, I'm guessing. I keep it to myself. I put it in my notes. It's okay.
Yeah. You're right. I should do a palate cleanse.
I definitely like A more than I like B, though.
Well, let's see how C and D treat you.
I know.
Guys, let us know in the chat. This is a really good point. What are some of your favorite bottled in bond products?
Bottled and blonde.
Yep. That's kind of hard for us to pick. We have like a pretty like eclectic selection. I definitely like the Dragon's Milk bonded. It's
That
really
one's
good. But putting that in here would be a little too obvious. I mean, it's just so fruit forward. You'd basically call it out immediately.
It's so passion fruit driven.
Yeah. Then like the Old Forester ones are a little. Well,
100 proof. I love, and that's bonded, right?
No.
The regular?
No.
Just kidding. Don't listen to me. Also, the benchmark bonded.
Yeah, I didn't want to put that one in because it was so fresh in her memory. I didn't want it to like immediately give it away. They don't do any bondeds, unfortunately. I mean, honestly, when it comes to good bondeds, they're all kind of in the same houses. Like
Heaven Hill.
Heaven Hill has so many bottled and bonds.
Weren't they the first to do it though?
No. I think it was technically Buffalo Trace because of E.H. Taylor's regulation.
Right. Yeah.
I could be wrong, but that's my understanding of it. What else? The 1792 bottled and bond is decent. The Jack Daniels ones are really good.
Mm-hmm.
We really enjoy some, but not all of those. It's tough.
Yeah, I had a hot take today. I don't know. I've just been in a mood all day, and I'm. As Chris makes a face. Hey, I see you.
I just want witnesses.
There is a screen in front of us, and I can see ourselves.
I haven't been home all day, so I wouldn't really know.
And I feel like we've gotten so much Barton juice lately.
Oh yeah. You're going for this one.
That it doesn't make me happy anymore. Like it just tastes all the same. And maybe this is just me. I want to hear what other people say.
Except for one thing we just got our hands on.
That tastes the same too to me.
Doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
This guy. Let's see if I can put it closer to the camera and have it focus. There we go. So this Horse Soldier is a Woodman's, like the employee-owned store pick. It is 10 years. Somebody said that it's like a stag killer. This is 60, and by that I mean baby stag. 66.4.
Oh, the Ben Holiday bottle and bond is also really good.
Let me finish the point.
Sorry.
It's very, very good. Very, very tasty, but it is absolutely Barton juice. Without question, it's higher proof Barton juice.
It's fine.
You liked it when you tried it. You said you liked it more than Stag.
No, I did not. I said I liked the Stag better. And it was very distinct. Like Stag definitely had a much different flavor profile than the other three that we had. All of those tasted the same to me. So I'm on an anti-Barton rampage right now. It might stay for a long time. It might stay for just tonight. We'll see.
We will see. I don't mind it. We just don't really drink like Lucky 7 and stuff like that. We used to, so we haven't really enjoyed it as much.
Nothing beats the Joker. The Joker was so good.
The Jokester?
Jokester.
Yeah, we still have it.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
Where?
Behind me?
No.
You guys see what I deal with here? The Jokester.
No, there wasn't. Sorry. Was there another one?
No. This is the only one that we bought a second bottle of. And then we have the holiday toast.
Well, I can't remember anything, apparently.
I like how quickly you shot from the hip and you're like, no, you're wrong. I'm like, no.
We had extra bottles down in our storage that were empty. And I remember throwing out a Jokester. And I was like, wow, that's sad. And then I totally forgot about it until this moment. Yeah. I was planning arts and crafts with it, but nothing ever happened.
Yeah, you guys want to buy some empty bottle
Oh
candles?
my god, we have so many bottles.
We'll make you a Blanton's candle.
I don't want to make Blanton's candle. I'll make you a lamp, but it'll be like 13 years from now.
A Blanton's lamp?
Yeah.
The
I
worst.
have too much stuff going on right now. Leave me alone.
The worst, like smallest lamp ever.
Well, the base doesn't have to be that big, and then you can make it like, I don't know.
But it's about casting shadows with light. It's going to be like this
It's a
tall.
lamp, Mal. How much light do you need?
What do you get on the third floor?
Banana taffy.
I get butterscotch. I get banana esters, but I don't really get banana.
Banana esters?
Yeah, that's my alias.
What is an ester?
Something you get with rum.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, just like kind of the fragrance.
Oh, banana essence.
Yeah, sure. The giggles are strong tonight. Always her.
Sorry, I'm in a mood.
She's the kind of person that's like, I'm not laughing. Like,
I'm not.
But you are laughing.
I'm crying on the inside.
Yep.
It's my emo coming through. It'll never leave me.
Oh boy. Maybe one day if I'm lucky. Well, sometimes she'll finish like calls at work and then she'll be like, I'm dying. And I'll be like, you're not dying. What's wrong? She's like, I died.
I don't know if anyone else is in like a client service role, but being in client service, you always have to be like very kind and oh, there were tastes to that. And so the whole time I just have to like nod and be nice and say like, oh yes, I totally agree with that. And I'll pull that for you. And then I get off and I'm like, oh my God. And then I walk around and I stomp for a second and then I get tea and I sit back down and do my job. That one's also really good.
Larkin is amazing.
We got a taste of the Ira's Larkin pick, which
it was a hazmat.
Ooh, it was hot, but it was good.
I think it was like 73.
Yeah. I don't know how you like.
It's dangerous because it didn't taste 73. It tasted closer to like maybe 60, which is very dangerous territory. It kind of seems like that's the direction that Fahim likes to go.
Oh yeah,
he
likes them hot.
He wants something that tastes like it's gonna burn your eyebrows off. Or sorry, it smells like it's gonna burn your eyebrows off, but it tastes like it's like 120.
Yeah.
That's why when the guy working behind the bar was like, do you want to try the Obtanium? He's like, it's like 27 years old and it's 80 proof. And I was like, Jesus. He's like, it's not as hot as you think it is. And tried it. I was like, oh my God. It's like, it's worse. It's so unbelievably hot. It was like instant buzzed. And I was like, okay, I'm good. I don't need this bottle at home. I'll die broken penniless.
But you could water it down. And I'm getting so many boos in the audience. Like, no.
Yeah. Okay. Hot take.
Hot take.
If you
it's
have
the hot take of the night.
Yeah. If you have, maybe we should start doing a hot take question.
Yeah.
If you have something that is barrel proof, if you feel like it's a little bit too hot, do you give it more time for the ethanol to burn off by just leaving it out in the glass? Do you add drops of water? Do you add an ice cube, whether it's big or small? Or do you do nothing and you just drink it how it is? I have very strong opinions about this, and I'm interested to see what everyone else is thinking. Bourbon as well. Mellow corn.
Ooh,
Corn.
we have it on the floor.
Yeah, that's one of our floor whiskey bottles. We don't have a ton of floor whiskey, but we do have
We have
that
a
on the
little
floor.
box.
Yeah, and then we have a few things falling out of that box.
We don't have a lot of room for floor whiskey, but we do have multiple shelving units.
JC Man 311, nice to see
Hello.
you. You had watered almost all your whiskey? Interesting.
Oh.
Add ice. Do you do big cube or small cube?
I do like adding. It's been a long time since I've added ice, but I do enjoy it because you always have like something cold in your hand.
Yeah. I do sometimes miss having a cold glass in my hand because there's
Right?
something just so satisfying about it.
Instead of like, this is room temperature.
Yeah, but I don't really drink stuff that's proof down anymore. Drink it how it is, or sometimes leave it to sit. Leave it to sit or drink it as is. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's mostly what we'll do. Like, even leaving these out for like 40 plus minutes is rare for us.
Sometimes, like, when I do add water, I'm like, whoo, this is really hot. And then I add water and it gets even hotter. And I'm like, what did I do?
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes we'll add water to it and it'll get worse, or the flavor will mutate into something that we don't enjoy.
Yeah.
And then we're like, I don't even want this anymore.
I know. I hate throwing away things too. So I'm just like, I'll suffer through it. We're doing shots today.
No, thank you. I'm not taking a shot of hazmat.
Come on, Chris, live.
For me, it's too hot. I either add drops of water or ice, big clear cube, depending on how I'm planning on drinking it. I guess that's fair.
Keep it classy.
We've gotten to the point where we basically just sip everything now. We just do straight pours and sip. Occasionally we'll do cocktails, but it's mostly just, I mean, basically all of this is just neat pours for us.
Okay, my hot take is I like Maker's Mark with ice because I feel like it gets rid of that like sour note.
I haven't had Makers recent enough to know exactly what you're talking about.
It kind of tastes like sour milk, just like on the back end.
I don't know. I would need to try it again. Big cube. I do love a big cube.
I do too.
Just
Especially in a cocktail.
Yeah, in a cocktail, I almost demand it.
Like the old fashioned that you used to make with Koval Amburana.
Yeah, okay.
So good.
so before people get triggered, the Koval Amburana as a shot or as a neat pour, completely unapproachable. Way too astringent. Way too much going on. Very much over oaked in terms of the Amburana finish on it. However, once you dilute it and put it into a cocktail, it is double good. Chef's kiss.
It's really good.
I have sold cases of that in cocktails at my job.
Even the Koval oat, when you make that into old fashioned, it tastes like an oatmeal cookie.
Yeah, and we're not the biggest fans of Koval. We don't necessarily hate them. I just think that they are a pretty expensive mixer.
They're a very expensive mixer.
Yeah, I think that they're better as a mixer than a neat pour. Did you try Manager's Proof? No, we're not huge on the Found North stuff. We've tried it. We've enjoyed it for the most part, but
I just never want to pay the price.
The price is a big like offset decision for us where we're like, no, we can get like 2 bottles that we really want instead of this one that we kind of want for the same price point. And then there's just something about like Canadian whiskey that like to us, sometimes it has like a coffee cakey, like almost like, how do I even phrase this? Like, it kind of reminds me of the brown sugar Pop-Tarts because it has like this weird kind of almost synthetic sweetness. It's tough. Yeah. I always want to get it, but then we end up not getting it.
I do like coffee cake, but I much rather eat it.
Depends.
Oh no.
Really depends.
Well, the question is, what day do we take off from drinking whiskey?
Yeah. What day or days?
I would say usually for myself, I'll try and drink like 4 to 5 days a week and stop myself at like 2 to 3 drinks. But
so
like,
you should reframe that and say you try not to drink 2 to 3 days.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't try to drink, we just end up drinking.
And that's how like we kind of decompress. Like I'll pick him up from work, and then we'll just like hang out and watch TV. And we have this game at our house where we go into the room, one of us goes into the room and pours for the other, and they have to guess.
Yeah.
So it's like we're testing each other's palates constantly.
Yeah. Plus, like, I'm now in a position where at my job I can do like whiskey talks, and I want to always be informed. So like tomorrow I'm gonna go in and talk to my fellow coworkers about the idea of like different types of whiskey.
Oh yeah, I forgot that it was tomorrow.
Yeah. Like what you would use for specific cocktails and what you wouldn't use, and like what makes each one of those spirits unique. So we're gonna do just like a crash course in everything, from like rye to bourbon to weeded whiskeys. And then I'm not touching scotch. I don't want to. I don't want to open up that can of worms. If anybody asks about scotch, I'll be like, "Cool. What do you want to know?" And then just kind of move beyond it. So I'm always trying to just. I mean, like, there's some nights where it'll be a crazy day at work. I'll come home and it'll be like, I'm drinking 2 barrel proofs and then I'm done. And then there's some nights where I'm like, I just want low proof whiskeys.
But I want to drink like
I want to drink like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
And then there are some days where we're both like, I don't know, I'm kind of over this. Like, do you want to just do something else? Like, do you just want like a soda or something? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. I think we're also we don't really day drink. I never feel good when I day drink. And a lot of the times when we go out to film, a lot of the store owners will like give us their store picks.
Do you want to try the sample? Do you want to sit down at our bar? And I'm like, neither of us have eaten yet.
Yeah. we will not have eaten, and it'll be before we're filming. And I'm just like, I don't want to be mean, but like, okay.
Yeah. That's how I got insta-buzzed on Obtainium. Because
oh my God, that was so bad.
They gave us like 3 samples and we were like, wow, these are really good. And then after we finished filming, they're like, try this one now. It's 80%. And I was like, okay, I'll try like a sip. And I was like, oh, that was a bad idea.
Yeah. And then we had the saddest meal at Buffalo Wild Wings afterwards.
I don't want to talk about it.
That was
it was so bad.
So bad. Can you help me with a word?
Yeah. We've dated.
What is the candy that's made out of almonds?
Almond Joy?
No. Like it's like almonds that are really ground up. It's not like a brand.
Are you talking about like macarons?
No. Is it almonds? Now I'm second guessing myself.
Are you talking about a baked good or an actual candy?
No, it's
like
a candy, and they usually it's not a brand.
Okay.
It's like a style of candy, and they like grind up the almonds and then they dip it in chocolate. Can anyone help me with this?
That sounds very familiar.
It's the word that what's his face from Shy Guys? Marzipan. Thank you. Marzipan.
Yeah.
For the last 10 minutes, Chris has been talking. I'm like, I don't want to cut him off. I want to be really nice.
It hasn't been 10 minutes. That's fine.
It was 10 minutes in my brain.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Manager's proof batch was mind-blowing to my palate, extremely complex, but yeah, they aren't cheap. I mean, if you wanna send us a sample, I mean, I wouldn't say no to that.
We won't be angry.
Yeah.
I also like how quick Andrew was.
What's up,
Steven?
Happy to see you in here. I'm still so jealous that you got those old Weller antique picks.
I know. Jealous.
If it's too hot, I drink 1 to 2 ounces out of the bottle.
Ooh. And leave the cork off for an hour. Interesting.
Bottle chug. Bottle chug. Interesting.
I don't think I've ever drank out of a bottle other than like champagne.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, does a flask count? No, I'm kidding.
Or wine.
That kind of makes sense. Just like how whiskey isn't as hot when it comes right out of the barrel.
Yeah.
Like the oxygen hasn't hit it enough that it like immediately blows up your palate.
And when it's getting like dumped out of the barrel too.
Directly into my mouth.
I was going to say before bottling it, there's so much air going into it as well. So that makes sense to do it that way.
WV Bourbon guy. No worries.
Hello.
Happy to see you in here.
Party, cheers.
To the party. Party.
The party.
Are you guys doing the Iris Oak Creek raffle?
We
No.
were asked a few times.
Yeah, we've had a couple people already ask if we're going. We would love to go, but we have other obligations.
Yeah.
One of our friends
Best
is doing
friends.
one of our friends is doing a like kind of low key get together this Saturday for his birthday, and I mean we see him every week. We would feel bad if we didn't go.
Yeah.
So we tried to see if we can maybe make both work, but to leave here around like 9, to go there at 11, and then to come back here around 1. Plus, we have a dog that we have to worry about. Like, it just doesn't really seem feasible. Plus, we still need to film something.
I wish we could just give her like an iPad and she would just be fine.
You want her dog to be an iPad kid?
Yeah, she's just like Louie.
And then she's just going to start coughing at both of us and be like,
Yeah. That's what I want.
yeah. So, unfortunately, we won't be going. But the next time that Iris does an event, if it's on a Saturday, we're definitely going to try to make it. I mean, we're honestly always looking for excuses to go up there.
Yeah.
Iris
I
is
want
the
to go
best.
to their bar. Their bar is crazy.
Yeah, well, lounge. He says it's not a bar.
Lounge. Yes, it is a lounge.
It's a bourbon lounge.
It's very fancy.
Yeah.
I would work from there.
If you're going, let us know what's on the list that you're trying to take home with you. If you're lucky. Handle fix. Yes, Lord Tater. There we go.
Boom.
That is your appropriate title.
Yeah. Who is Steven?
Yeah, Eagle Rare Jewel pick. Nice. Some of the Eagle Rare picks are way better than the regular product.
Some are worse. We had one that tasted like rubber.
Grab the bottle.
Oh. Took me a while to read.
So here's the thing. We weren't going to do this. We thought about doing a review.
We should still do a review, at least a short.
Yeah, we thought about doing a review. We went to our Binnies and we like grabbed this. And we're like, a wheated whiskey, the price is right. Like, why not? Let's go for it. And they were like, oh yeah, we actually have a bottle open. Do you want to give it a try? Like, yeah, why not? We'll go for it. And we took a single sip of it and we're like, with bottle in hand, we're just like, no, I'll just put this right back. So, full disclosure, we're not the biggest fans of Penelope. We think that there's like wild inconsistencies.
The palate is
thank you. No, thank you. Funny idea, love it, but no, thank you. So we were into the idea of it, of like doing a review, and then we thought that it would be really bad if we used our platform to just
shit on Penelope.
Yeah, because like I said, we feel like everything that they make is wildly inconsistent. I've tried 3 different bottles of the white label 4-grain, and each one I tried had a different flavor profile. There was even one that I had you try.
Yeah.
That I had you come to my job and I was like, hey, try this. And she's like, wow, this is really good. We got like macadamia nut cookies and like white chocolate, and it was delicious.
And we had one prior to that was like undrinkable.
Completely undrinkable. So we were kind of like, I don't know, should we give the second bottle a try? And I had to do it for work. And I was like, this is amazing. And I sold the bottle in like a weekend just by straight pours and cocktails, and people absolutely loved it. And then we got another bottle in, and it tasted worse than the first time that we tried it. So we talked to one of the reps. We asked them like, hey, what's the deal with that? And they're like, well, they're small batch. It shouldn't taste that way. And I was like, why do you think I'm asking you? What's going on with that?
Yeah, especially if it's blended. Like, why is that happening?
Yeah. And then she was like, well, on the back of the label, some of them say like 3 years. Some of them say, I think 4 years.
Yeah.
And I was like, who's going to know to look for that? Like, the average consumer is going to grab it off the shelf and be like, oh, okay. And then bring it home. Like, it was in like the tiniest font.
Yeah, it was teeny tiny.
So for that reason, we've kind of been burned on it, but we'll revisit it. This has been open for a while. one of our buddies that we went to the
Yeah.
bottle share party with, he kind of had the same sentiment, and he's like, I'll give this to you if you guys want to open it on your channel, like go for it.
I kind of get fruit stripe gum.
I can kind of see that. It's definitely a little fruity,
It's opened up.
but like synthetic fruitiness. I get like almost tropical fruit.
Yeah,
Like if it tried to be dragon's milk,
kind of like a little passion fruity.
like guava.
Guava, yeah.
I'll let you say it so I don't have to. I don't want the algorithm to call me out. Ooh, I got a doggo.
Oh, cute. What kind of dog? I know Lord Tater just got a dog too.
Yeah. Yep, nope. So here's the thing.
It's so thin.
With all of the Penelope products, at least in our experience, the upfront flavor that you get is like here. Like it's really good, it's delicious, and then as it moves to like the mid palate, the flavor just like drops off by at least like 70%. And then as you get to the finish on it, it's always like it's like almost unredeemable.
It's just like, oh.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're looking at like a curve on a map, it's literally like that.
Yeah.
It's like a roller coaster's peak. And
it's not even that much flavor.
No, and
at the peak.
And we keep trying it. When people keep on offering it to us, we're like, okay, let's try it. Sure, let's go for it. What is this? The Estate? What is this? The Rio? We didn't like the Rio. This is a Rio store pick. Okay, we'll try it again. But like all of these are always the same. We're like, we enjoy it at first, and then there's something about the finish and how thin it tastes.
It's just so thin and tannic.
Yeah, so we're still not fans of this. At least I'm not.
No. I don't know if I would revisit it again.
Yeah, definitely not.
It's just like, it really does not have much flavor profile. And I love wheaters. And you would think from a wheater, you would get some kind of burn.
But it is a burn, but not in the traditional wheater sense.
Yeah, I mean, you get like the tiniest bit right here.
I don't get it here.
Like right on my tongue.
Yeah, you get like dragon's breath. You don't really get like the chest warming sensation that you get from a lot of wheaters. You get like the straight up like hot ethanol burning off of your tongue.
Yeah.
Kind of vibe to it. And you get like the tiniest bit on the back of the throat, but it just feels like astringent and tingling.
Move my bottle because it's making us all blurry.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah, the Michter's 10 bourbon. We tried this year's release. It's honestly pretty good.
It is pretty good.
But you get a lot more oak influence on it up front than you do from the rye.
The rye is so good.
Yeah, this one is just like fruity and it's got so much going on. I mean, some of the flavor notes that we got from it were pretty insane.
Mm-hmm. It has like a really nice cherry note to it as well. Top of mind, yeah.
I went back for a second sip. I'm going to see if it changes my mind. Yeah, nope.
I know. It's fine.
It's okay. If this is what you like, we're not trying to talk down about the things that you enjoy. We understand it's not for us. But we're going to keep trying it. We're going to see if it gets better, if it changes over time. And I mean, honestly, we might just never be fans, and that's fine.
I think the only Penelope that I actually enjoyed was Harry's Penelope Architect.
The Architect was crazy good.
Yeah, that one's really good.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I can live without Penelope.
And honestly, there are some brands that I enjoy the store picks more than I do the actual releases, because the actual releases are for like mass appeal for what they think is going to sell. But for the ones that are store picks, I mean, you're picking to that specific person's palate. And if they know their customers well, they're going to recommend it to people that they know are going to like it. So it's almost like inverting the funnel.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of it going out to a wider audience, you're basically making sure it only goes to the people that you know are going to enjoy it, which normally I'm not super like advocating for, but in Penelope's case, yeah, I think that's what works for us.
Yeah, I think Yellowstone is another good example of that, where
their store picks slap though.
The store picks are so good, but their core products, they're fine.
Yeah,
they're okay.
Except for that, what was it, the Tokai one?
Yeah,
that
but
crazy
when
good.
will we ever get the Tokai one?
Well, we've seen it a few times and we've passed on it. Lord Tater's watching with Taylor, very cute.
Oh, Taylor.
Then we have American Staffordshire Terrier,
Oh,
90-pound lapdog.
That's a big boy.
Oh, that's a chunkers.
I dropped the loaf off at the vet yesterday.
Thank you. For those of you that haven't seen before, the loaf is our nickname for our dog.
Yeah,
she is a corgi.
Mary gets it. I feel like Mary is like on top of the cool brands. But I dropped the loaf off at the vet, and every time you have to go, she gets weighed right before she gets into the exam room. And there was this giant dog that was like 120 pounds. And she's like going up to it and she's like, like, what? I'm like, you're a tiny little corgi. What are you doing?
She's going to bite their ankles so hard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. She was like,
you're going to get scratches on your ankles and there's nothing you can do about it.
She was very sleep deprived too. I like woke her up and she was like, what? Okay.
Have we tried Penelope marshmallow toast?
We tried the
we tried a pick
yeah,
that we thought was pretty good. We thought it was better than most Penelope releases. We've also tried like some of the other toasted barrels. We like them.
We revisited the toasted.
Yeah, we revisited a toasted rye this last week and we didn't love it. We weren't huge fans of it anymore. It just got really tannic.
It'll be a cocktail whiskey.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Whiskey Wisdom.
Oh, hello.
Welcome to the channel. Let us know what you're sipping on.
How do you feel about Penelope? We don't mean to go on a tirade.
Yeah, we don't mean to put you on the spot, but answer right now.
Yeah, you have to type very fast before we go on to another topic, which will be very quick.
Ooh, beard oil. Nice.
Ooh.
I mean, whether it's an actual barrel-aged beard oil or a single barrel called beard oil, I'm into it.
I'm going to use it on my beard.
Yeah, appreciate you.
I'm starting to get older.
Yes, validation.
There we go.
We try not to be too vocal about it because we know a lot of people love Penelope and we're really not trying to like drag a bunch of people down. Like it's just not, it's not for us. We haven't really loved anything that they put out except for maybe the Tokai. But again, the price point, most of the time it's unattainable. On that note, we also need to get your information so we can send you one of our samples.
Well, we can just use his address.
That's true.
We can steal it from the box.
So whether you want to wait until we get the package from you and then we'll send it out that way, or just drop us an email and then we'll send it out a little bit sooner.
Yeah. Yeah. I have samples waiting for you.
I mean, the horse soldier hype is real. We talked about it a little bit earlier. It's honestly good. She's starting to get over Barton juice.
Yeah, I went on a whole tirade about being anti-Barton for tonight or maybe for eternity. I don't know. We'll see if Barton invites me to their distillery and maybe they'll change my mind.
Remember when we went to go during COVID?
That was the weirdest.
It was literally just a little shack with like a couple of bottles and like some merch. And they were like, do you want to buy our chocolate ball liqueur? And we're like, all right.
I mean, it was delicious.
It was pretty good.
It was so good.
But we did also struggle to actually finish it.
All right. Before you go on to the fourth one, I never said my notes for...
Hi, Mr. Mom.
Hi, Mr. Mom. I never said my notes for C. So nose, I got banana toffee, bubble gum.
Banana toffee?
Banana toffee. Sorry, banana taffy.
I'm pretty sure you switched your C and D, but go on.
I don't think so.
Let's keep going.
And marzipan. And then the palate, I didn't get much on the palate. I got a little spice on the tongue, but the flavor was really flat.
See, this is why I think that you switch those glasses. I get butterscotch, peanut brittle, and like baking spice.
I did say a little spice. I don't get peanut brittle. In that instance, you're wrong.
We'll
I'm
see
just
about
kidding.
that at the end of the flight.
I think they're the same ones. I didn't mess up.
Ooh, we got a couple more people in here. We got JL. Cheers. Happy to see you in here. Yeah.
Oh,
You're
Yep.
almost there.
you're so close.
But Lord Tater's been tatering real hard in our community. He's been getting access to a ton of stuff that's basically like his reserves for when he's done with dry January.
Yeah.
So God bless you. If I got all this fancy stuff, I would just be like, all right, I've made it long enough, right? It's been 23 days. Let's go for it.
I think we made it 27 days and we're like, we're
20
good, right?
29.
29.
We
We're
made
like,
it 29 days last year, and we're like, we're over this, right? We already proved that we can make it longer than we thought we would. Yeah. Frank, welcome.
Oh, Edgewater, so close.
Well, let us know what you're sipping and what your favorite bonded whiskey is. All right. So let's go to this last one.
Oh,
I feel like this is the one that's most obvious. Like I know what it is.
oh, well.
Wow, cheater. First she was looking at the bottles. Now she's looking at my notes.
Hey, I can look at whatever I want.
This one's very different. I get like banana and cherry.
I do kind of see the banana and cherry. It is sweet. Very sweet.
Does smell sweet.
Like an not an artificial sweetener, but like a very heavy sweetener,
Like monk fruit,
Yeah.
where it smells a little synthetic, but also isn't like aspartame or
Yeah.
anything like that, where those smell super chemically.
Cherry. Yeah, I could see that. Let's taste it.
Boo.
Oh, thank you.
Look, this is all up to being subjective, and my subjectivity is you're wrong.
You know what's funny? When we do our blinds at home where we're just giving each other pours, I would say like 9 out of 10 times Chris gets it.
Yeah.
And I get it like 3 out of 10.
Sometimes all I do is smell it and I know what it
Yeah.
is.
And I'm like, you cheater.
How is it cheating if I lean into the
Because you
ability to
have
smell
a photogenic memory and you remember all
for
the
smells?
no, for all the bottles we have.
First of all,
Photographic. Name every bottle we have.
I just named wrong answers only.
Glenfarclas.
Daniel Weller, Glenfarclas 25 year, Whistle Pig Boss Hog. That's it. Those are all the bottles we have.
But I think he got really in his head during the benchmark and thought that
I'm sorry, what? New absinthe barrel?
Ooh.
You had me at absinthe barrel.
Doesn't it come out yearly?
No,
Annually?
it's been like a sporadic release. To answer your question, I both love it and hate it. I hate that I can't tell how much is left in the glass after the sips because it's really hard to get depth perception on this because it's just so dark.
I know this one has the least. Apparently, I like this one the most.
3?
Apparently.
I needed to revisit it a lot, so mine is very low too, but not for the same reasons.
You know what's weird with this one is the nose.
Fourth one?
Yeah, the nose is so sweet, but the palate is sweet, but like not overly sweet.
Yeah.
Like a little savory, like not herbaceous, not weedy, not rye forward, but it's just like
it's a little woody.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm ready to start ranking these. How do you feel? Do you want to do any revisits?
One more visit.
For all of them?
Yeah.
All right.
Talk amongst yourselves, everyone.
Yeah, based off of our notes, let us know what you think some of the bottles could be. You already know what one of them is because of Mauricio and our thumbnail.
Yeah. It's also, to go back to the Black Glencairns too. It is nice because a lot of the sensory part of it is gone.
Yeah.
Like, you really do have to rely on your palate.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's like being in a deprivation tank for perception, which I kind of like.
I feel like, yeah. Like, maybe it's like drinking whiskey in a really dark room, you know?
What are we? Thomas Jane and the Punisher?
You know what I saw the other day as I was scrolling through Instagram was the weird room you were talking about
Oh yeah, the room with negative sound.
that I think
It's-
Microsoft created. It's a Microsoft room.
That's troublesome.
And
The room that's so quiet you can hear your own heartbeat.
So
or you can hear the blood flowing through your veins.
flowing through you. So the challenge is you have to stay in this room for 1 hour and you get like $5 million.
I could do it.
And one person, no, you could not.
Yeah, I could.
No, you could not. I think you'd
Go
go
on.
crazy. And most people can't make it past like 30 seconds before they have to get out. One person made it 59 minutes and 57 seconds. And I was like, just give that man $5 million.
No, you can't start breaking the rules just to give somebody money.
Come on.
No.
3 seconds off.
Look, we've watched Mr. Beast games. Close enough is not close enough.
When it's that, I mean, it's really messing with you. Like, you have no sound to go off of other than like your body. That's weird.
Drink your medicine.
Okay, I'm revisiting.
You're wrong, though. I could definitely do it.
All right, sign up for it. You can do it.
All right.
All right, make us $5 million.
I hope they let us drink whiskey in the room.
No, there can't be any sound.
It's fine. We can make a soundless glass. Is it Heaven Hill, McKenna, E.H. Taylor, Blue Corn? Yeah, those are pretty good. I mean, honestly, that's a really solid lineup.
I forgot that Blue Corn was Bottle and Bond.
Well, only as of this year, right?
I thought all of them were. They're both released.
Yeah, they're both Bottle and Bond. This is the first year with the age statement. That's right. It's a solid lineup. I am really struggling with B and C. So much so that I've almost completely drank C because I'm trying to get thoughts on it. It's not an enjoyable pour. Maybe you guys in the chat will know what I'm talking about. Have you ever had something that's so complex? Or sorry, let me rephrase. Not complex. That's not the right word. It's got so much different stuff going on at the same time, and it kind of like pulls your palate in different directions that you can't figure out what notes you're getting and if you even like it. So you're just like, I got to try that again. And then you like finish the whole glass and you're like, I don't know if I like that. And
maybe I should pour another.
Yeah, and like, but you drank the whole thing and like, but it wasn't enjoyable. The whole time I was like slightly confused. Oh, nice. That's huge.
Oh, cool.
Also, welcome, Clint. Happy to see you in here.
Clint, our most lucky viewer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hasn't he won the most out of everyone?
I think, yeah. Which is great because if you haven't tried them all, you can do your own blind.
Yeah.
And see how it matches up with ours.
And the great thing about all of those is that they're so cheap that you can just buy the whole thing for under $80.
Yeah, I would do that. The first thing I would do, dump out the Blantons and put water in it.
No, you have to boil the water, or else that's how you get not sepsis. Dysentery.
Fine, I guess I'll drink Blantons. Bottled and Bonds are pretty good. We haven't tried the Bottled and Bonds. We have tried Haystack, and we tried their cask strength ones and some of the other MGP distillate.
We have a cask strength here, right?
Yeah, we have the Lost Monarch.
I don't know where it is. Oh, it's
Pipe
hiding.
Dreams.
Pipe Dreams. Okay, I'm ready to rank.
No, I'm No, I'm not ready.
Oh, well, okay. Are we saying our guesses? Should I bring out the bottles?
No, you told me not to guess.
Okay. Well, you
Oh.
couldn't say it out loud. You could write it down.
It's the same thing as guessing.
You just can't tell the audience.
You see the semantic machine I deal with here?
Because I was writing down my thought. Well, do I have to scratch it off?
It's fine.
Sorry.
Okay. I think I'm ready to do this. Okay. So let's go with A first. So I put cherry, vanilla, rye spice, wild cherry. I originally wrote that it was wheated, and then I crossed it out after trying B.
Oh, okay. I said, I just read another part of my notes, and I'm like, what the fuck did I write? My A, I got vanilla, cherry, slight ethanol, and then the only other note I put for palate is wild cherry.
All right, so let's see what it is. Oh, interesting. The first one, you definitely did this wrong.
Did I?
Yes,
I grabbed them at the same time as you.
you definitely did this wrong.
Oh no. Well, mine's early times. What is yours? I grabbed them at the same.
Mine is Jack Daniel's triple mash.
Well,
Okay, I do it all next time. So my number 2 is Jack Daniel's triple mash.
my number... Wait, hold on.
Just tell the people what you're ranking.
My number 2 was C, and that was Heaven Hill, surprisingly.
Well, I'm not going to lose this blind. It's hard to lose. It's hard to lose a blind you didn't know you were doing wrong.
Well, that's funny because all your notes, I'm like, I guess I could kind of see that, but I'm really not getting that note.
And that's why, like, when you got to the glass D, I was like, there's no way. Absolutely not. There's zero way that you're doing the same one. That was Heaven Hill Bonded. So you got that one right. The glass B.
Glass B for me was.
And I put that as. Wait, what are you doing?
Oh.
Are you going in actual order? Like 1, 2, 3, 4?
You said what was my number 2?
No, I said we're going through the glasses. First is A.
Well, you made it confusing because you're like, what is your number 2?
Sorry. What is... Okay. Reset. Reset.
This room is getting
What
hot.
is glass B?
This is... No, this is Southern Star. Southern Star.
Mine is Heaven Hill.
Oh. Well, this is confusing.
Yeah. This is the last time you touched the glasses for the blind.
All I did was put them on the table, and then I mirrored. My head hurts.
I think my face is going to explode from how hot my cheeks feel right now.
My head hurts so bad from laughing.
Yeah. Okay, let's go with C then.
C is Heaven Hill.
That's my Southern Star. For those who are completely confused but keeping track at home, so far the...
How did this happen?
I mean, we can play back the footage. For mine, number 2 for me, which is in glass A, is the Jack Daniel's triple mash. For glass B, for third place, is Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond. I wish that was the answer. She doesn't even do any of that. My number 4 is in C, and that's the Southern Star. What are you implying? Look, we
do have a warm-up pour, but like it was so low APV.
Yeah, I need you to be our detective. Find out where it messed up.
I think it messed up when. Okay, hold on. What is this one?
Jack Daniels.
This is Jack Daniels?
Yes.
No. No.
All right, back to square one. All right. Did one get set up? See, this is what I'm saying.
No, it would be the opposite, but it didn't get that way. I think you moved the glasses.
No.
One, but you didn't move the other.
No.
I think so.
No. Night Method, I'm counting on you. When you rewatch this and you see where it all went wrong, make sure to call whoever it is out. Email us at bondingoverbourbonpodcast@gmail.com. Or the next time we do a live, just be like, hey, remember when... And then whoever is at fault here, I'm going to laugh so hard if it's me. I'm going to be like, well, that's the last time I touched the glasses. My number 1 is Early Times.
Okay. Number 1 for me was Glass A, which was also Early Times.
Wow.
Number 2 was Glass C, which is Heaven Hill. That one always surprises me because I'm getting like, I got cookie dough at the end of it. Number 3 for me was Glass D, which was Jack Daniels Bonded. And then Glass B was my number 4, which is Southern Star.
You definitely did opposite order.
Well, that's why I asked. I was like, are you sure we're going this way to this way? And then you're like, yes. And I said, okay.
No, I said we're doing our left to right because double mirroring. Okay. So there was foreshadowing. I did say that double mirroring, sometimes I tell her to go left and she turns right. This is, guys, I'm so glad you got to witness this. Not only for our content. Don't you mean Whisklexia?
Aren't you glad that we did this during a live and not during a video? Because that would be...
Yeah, I'd be so much more
upset. You would be so mad at me.
I'd be more so annoyed. I'd be like, I guess we're filming this again tomorrow. Bonding over bourbon inception. Yeah, see, we fooled you all. We planned on doing this backwards the whole time.
Yeah, that was always my plan.
Okay, so we still have no idea what is what. So we did ours apparently in reverse order.
I think so.
So her letter D and my letter A, again, not D. These are both Jack Daniels triple mash. Then my B and her C are both Heaven Hill 7-year. My C and her B are both Southern Star. And my D and her A are both Early Times. So the one thing that we agreed on, besides... The one thing that we both agreed on is Early Times Bottled and Bond is their number 1.
Yeah. It had the best flavor.
It slaps so hard. Try. I don't know if that's gonna help, but we'll see.
No, that'll just confuse me even more, and I'll just be like, arrow means.
They'd be like, "What is this for?" And I'd be like, "We do this every week," and she'd be like, "Remind me." Hey, come on. Going to have. I mean, honestly, it's not. That's not gonna help.
It will. If you put it here.
Everyone's trying to help you right now. Okay, so for God, this is gonna mess me up so bad. So for your B, what did you rank it?
My B, I put 4.
I also put 4.
Oh, cute.
So then your, your C. Let's make sure we're talking about the same thing. Heaven Hill.
Heaven Hill. Was my 2.
Oh, interesting. I put that as my 3, and then the Jack Daniels is my number 2.
And Jack Daniels was my 3.
Wow.
I thought letter C was Jack Daniels.
So we all agree I won the flight.
Oh no.
All right, go grab the bottle. You're doing a bottle chug.
But I have to.
I'm gonna start to make you do punishment for us.
No.
Grab the bottle. Grab the bottle.
No, I'm not
Grab
doing this on the internet.
Yeah, you are.
I'll drink the rest of this Glencairn. Oh my God. I have to drink out of the thing.
Oh yeah. Gene, if you're watching, I'm sorry. Also, I'm not sorry you don't want the bottle. And I'll join you because I should have known better.
Honestly, better out of the bottle. Okay. It tastes better out of the bottle.
All right. So my advice to you, if you buy Penelope Weeded,
drink it out of the bottle.
Don't bother buying any glasses. If you are broken, penniless, and all you have is a bottle to walk around with, this is perfect out of the bottle.
Yeah. Do you want to do some Would You Rathers?
Would you rather refilm this live and put it up later?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, good job. I didn't think you would do it.
I wasn't expecting it to taste better out of the bottle.
I mean, honestly, yeah. We learned a couple of lessons today. We learned it's better to laugh than to get mad. I learned that she literally does invert
well,
everything.
I even asked. I was like, wait. And you're like, yes, this is the way we do it. I'm like, okay. Half my half my fault. Okay. What get out of here. Would you rather have to drink Penelope Weeded the rest of your life?
Pass.
Or become a vodka drinker?
Vodka.
Vodka?
Vodka. Well, can I drink it out of the bottle all the time?
Sure. But like when you're at a bar,
I would just never order. But I have to order it if I order anything?
That's the only thing you can drink.
Okay. Vodka.
Vodka?
Because I can have cocktails.
I mean, you could have Penelope as a cocktail.
It always tastes like Penelope, unless I'm drinking it out of a bottle.
Okay.
All right, so question for you. Would you rather have Penelope be the only thing you can drink, including like you can't have coffee, you can't have tea, you can't have anything else, versus anytime you'd be thirsty and you would need to drink water, you have to drink Malort. So you can drink any other beverages that you want, any other time of day, but whenever you feel dehydrated, you have to drink Malort.
I would just lie about being dehydrated.
You would
be
die
like,
so quickly.
I don't actually need water.
Well,
I would just like water.
You wouldn't say it like that. You'd be like, I don't even need water. I'm so good right now. My face all red, my skin peeling. Don't worry about that.
You would get a lot of wormwood in you.
Yeah, absolutely.
What was the option? Malort every time you're thirsty, or
every time you would drink water, you have to drink Malort.
Okay.
Or anytime you drink anything besides water, it has to be Penelope Weeded. You're so upset right now.
This is so hard because I love other beverages.
Thank you. Thank you. You've
Well-
confirmed the thing that I've always known, that she fights me on things that I know are true. And then tells me that I confused her.
Fine. I was wrong in this instance. You win. I would drink Malort every time I was thirsty.
Wow.
I know.
Every time you would have water.
Every time I had water. And I would find some way to synthesize it.
Yep. See? We're even now.
Um,
Woo! Look, I wasn't expecting this
Ew.
to be a competition, but I clearly killed it.
yeah, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
We still came to the same-ish conclusion,
Yeah.
you know?
And I'm not going to go and read it back because it confused me enough to figure it out the first 2 times. To figure out what everything was first and to realize how the order was mirrored and flipped was difficult. But then to go back and do the ranking, I was like, okay, what's your doing math lady in my head? Like, what's your C?
See?
And I had to double check it myself. I'm like, my B, your what? What's your C? Well, this is turned out to be accidental more fun than I thought it would be.
I think we should do chaos blinds at all times.
Oh God,
You know?
no. Honestly, that would be interesting to do, like, true triple blinds.
Okay, what if we did a March Madness, but the March Madness was we each had different whiskeys to start with. Oh God. Okay, would you rather Sagamore Imperial Stout once a day or only Penelope products? I'm Penelope, but the
Penelope.
Sagamore Imperial Stout is so bad.
Penelope, because then I can switch it up and change up when I'm going to be drinking. So it's not always the same thing. I could have like a Rio, and then when I'm tired of Rio, I can go. You know what? I would just buy cases of Tokai. I would just stockpile Tokai, and then occasionally like switch to something else so I don't get bored of it. You know, like the ADHD urge to overconsume the same thing again and again until you become sick of it. I'd get myself right to that limit, that breaking point, and I'd be like, okay, and then now I'm going to try the Fanta, and now I'm going to try the Rio, and then I'm going to try this, and be like, these are all trash.
And you could do store picks too, which would make it a little better.
Harry, give me your Architect. Give me all the Architect you have left.
Yeah, I think I would pick Penelope products too.
I mean, grab the bottle. Let's see if somebody wants it. We'll give it to you right now.
Yeah. Do you want us to send it to you?
If you want the whole bottle, we have it here. We opened it twice and we still hate it.
It's delicious.
It's the only
He's
thing.
Joking. You should take it because we're nice.
So good. Great. Tastes amazing. Doesn't taste like rat poison at all. Look, we love everything else that they make, but that is easily the worst.
It's so bad.
Yeah. So.
Oh, we have a taker.
I mean, if you want it, I'll give it to you.
We'll send it to you.
Yeah,
I'll pay for shipping.
Yeah, I'll hand deliver it to you, man. Like, if you want to try it, by all means, it's your curse now.
Remember when we were so excited to get it? Yeah, let's go.
We have a sort of March Madness thing in mind. But
it's a year-long March Madness.
Yeah, well, it's 2025 Madness, or as we call it, Thunderdome, Whiskey Thunderdome. There's going to be a video for that coming out. It'll be pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. So I feel like this is a good place to end it, where we turned our despair into giggles.
Yeah, I think we should always end with giggles.
Yeah, and hopefully no despair to start. Well, thank you for joining our accidental triple blind. This was fun, then interesting, then confusing, then fun.
I was confused the whole time.
Yeah, we've dated.
but I didn't want to say I was confused, which is very on brand for me.
Yep. uh, have a good night, Tony.
Thank you. Have a good night, everyone.
I'm glad you all enjoyed this ridiculous endeavor. All right, well, reach out to us. You know our email and how to find us. We will be in contact with you soon.
Yep.
A very fun night. Love it. Apparently, everyone had a great time.
Too.
That's really what matters to us. Thank you for tuning in to Bonding Over Bourbon. I am Chris.
And I'm Kat.
And we will catch you next time.